Hi ladies, so I just wanted to do a video on samples and what I do and what I put together. It's not what you have to do, you can do something totally different, but just to give you an idea of what I do. The first thing I want to talk to you about is when to send them and when not to send them. So I will always try to tell someone who lives close by me to either come over or I'll go over to their house to do a beauty consult. So a beauty consult is where they can try on all the products and you know what they're trying on, what color works for them, that they're actually doing it. With samples, when you mail them, a couple of things. You don't know if they actually try them or how they're trying them. Are they applying it correctly? Are they using the primer before their foundation? Do they even know what a primer is? If you follow up with them and they're like, oh yeah, I totally tried everything. They could just be telling you that because they're too embarrassed to let you know that they have no idea when to use a primer or what a primer is used for, or maybe they just don't even know the importance of a primer. So it's always best to not just automatically mail samples to ladies that are near you. So make sure that you schedule a beauty consult, and that way you can get hands-on with them and they can try everything on and you can see what they're trying, what works, what doesn't. Okay, so with that, another thing is that you can turn a beauty consult into, hey, why don't you ask your mom or your daughter or your friend or your aunt to come over and they can try the products too with you. Everyone loves to have someone else there with them, and they can invite as many friends as they want, and you can help these ladies and do a free beauty consult with all of them, and now it's a party. So now you've turned into free samples going in the mail to a party. Okay, so make sure you're doing that. If they live too far away, more than what you're willing to drive or what they're willing to drive, then definitely mail them out samples if that's what they want. If they've asked for that or they've shown interest or what have you, you don't have to have everything. Okay, so send what either you have, or in due time you're going to build up your collection and you can send whatever you have. I did not have everything in the beginning, so I just kind of did what I had. Okay, so the other thing to keep in mind is don't prepare your samples too far in advance, because for some reason they just don't keep as well outside of their original container. So you don't want to make a whole bunch and have them be sitting there for like weeks or a month and now the primer is dried out. Okay, even though the containers are great that I get from Amazon, they don't make the product last forever. Okay, so I learned the hard way, so I'm trying to help you not figure that out on your own. Okay, so what was the other thing? Oh, it's summertime, it's hot, you don't want them leaving the samples in their mailbox. Make sure that you let them know, okay, I mailed it, be on the lookout for it. Did you check your mail? Because you don't want the heat ruining everything that you just sent. Okay, all right, so with that being said, what I do send samples of is the face cleanser. Now there's a clean that is for normal skin. This is for oily skin. I just had this because it's what I use. So I had this. You don't have to have both, but you can if you want to, and really personalize their sample package and give them what's best for them. The moisturizer, I send that. And when I say I send it, I don't mean like a glob full. It's like a one-time use or enough for them to kind of get it on their face and feel how, what does it feel like, the texture, does it feel, the moisturizer, it's not really thick, so they can feel that with just a little bit of a sample. Okay, I don't want you guys going broke making all these samples and not getting sales in return, so just give a little bit. Okay, I do also send eye primer and the face and eye primer. I also will have them fill out the color match quiz so I know about what color or a couple of different shades that are close to the color that the color match quiz gave them of concealer and the liquid foundation, okay? So, oh, the other thing is the eye pigments, okay? So, what I do is everything but the liquid foundation I put in this little pot. Okay, so this I get from Amazon. I get most everything from Amazon. It's a 3-gram pot, and I can send you the information on where or who I got it from if you'd like. I don't remember the price or how many I got. For liquid foundation, I have this little tiny like perfume tube, test tube. And I found that the liquid foundation will seep out of here if it's a really thin foundation. So I didn't want that happening anymore. So I found these, and it's just a little cap you take off, okay? I like to put them in, and I label everything, okay? So you want to make sure that you know what color you sent them. So if they like it, they need to order, you need to make sure that they're labeled. I like to put the foundation just in case that they do leak in this little plastic baggie. You can also put in this plastic baggie like the eye pigments, or you can put the eye pigments in these little containers, okay? And then I label everything. These are from like the dollar store, and I always have a bunch of these on hand, so when I'm making labels, those are convenient. In my eye pigment, I typically put them in this cute little bag. I found these at Goodwill, believe it or not. Someone had like a bachelorette party and had like a huge package of these, and they were like $2. So I picked those up. So always be on the lookout for deals, ladies. Dollar store too is really good. So anyway, so I put a couple of pigments, eye pigments, and label them with one of these Majobbers, and I don't like these for them to really apply, but I thought it's a nice touch to have with the little package, and then I put my card in there. What you can do is, I love the eye pigments because you can make a bunch ahead of time, okay? You can also keep these in your purse and hand them out to the cashier, to the fast food restaurant, that drive-through you went through, or your waitress at the restaurant. You can hand these out. They're really inexpensive. They're buy the set of 4 of the eye pigments, because they're only $12.50 each, but you get them for, I think it's like $40 or $45 for the bunch of 4, and you make a lot, and it's gonna last you. You're gonna get a lot of money for a lot of bang for your buck, okay? So I just staple it, and I'll put those in my package. And like I said, I'll also hand those out wherever I go. And then this is the envelope. It's a bubble mailer. I got these at Staples, so an office store, but I'm sure you can get them cheaper like at Walmart. I don't know the size of this, but it typically costs about $2 something to mail. Okay, so it's not too expensive. I did find some purple ones on Amazon that I'm going to be buying. They're adorable, so I know, I'm a dork. Let's see here. You also can find these, since I just happened to find those cute little lip bags, so little miniature ones. I found these on Amazon, and you could put the eye pigments in here or whatever samples you want and tie it up, and maybe punch a hole in your business card and hang it, you know, tie it around the business card and hang it. Hand those out to people, okay? So just to get conversation going. Hey, do you mind if I give you, you know, something, and is it okay if I follow up with you? Let me get your number. Let me find you on Facebook and add you real quick as a friend. you're giving them something and now they don't feel like so awkward to give you maybe their information. So try that, okay? Also, what I will do is I found these guys at the dollar store. So most of the time they just have clear ones, and I found purple ribbon at the dollar store, and I put a for cash and carry for mascaras, I'll put one my gosh, mascara, one box mascara in here with a Blitz card. And a Blitz card looks like this. Okay, you find these on in your back office under supplies. So I put the Blitz card in there. It has all of your information, your contact information. Again, this is for when you run into people and maybe you have Younique swag on, or you're talking to them and they're like, oh yeah, I totally need mascara, my presenter stopped selling, and do you have some on, on hand with you? And oh, sure I do, it's in my purse, look at that. So I always carry at least 1 or 2 mascaras with me wherever I go in my purse, so you can sell on the go, okay? And then a couple other things that I do is, and it helped me get a new customer at the post office, is everything I have is unique. Okay, so again, Vistaprint. And these I found on Vistaprint too. So these I put on the back of my thank you cards. And whenever I'm sending out thank yous for new customers or old customers, whenever someone makes this purchase, I send out a thank you card 2 days later. Okay, so I think that's it about samples. Remember, you don't want to spend a ton of money because I haven't really seen a lot of sales come from them, okay? One thing that I have found that is very helpful that I just started doing is I make a hostess sample package. And that way, if the hostess has never tried Younique makeup before, or maybe just the mascara or what have you, if she can't come over to your house or you can't go over before the beauty bash starts, is send the hostess package. They get excited that they get something in the mail, and now they can take a before and after pic with maybe the concealer or the foundation or maybe the eyeshadow and give their genuine feedback and be able to respond to your post. And her friends are going to know, oh wow, she tried it, so what did she think? And that really has started working. I actually got a party out of one of my hostesses saying, look at this goodie bag that I got of all the samples, and someone posted below, I'll host. So we're doing a party for her right now too. So it really, that has really worked well so far for me, and I don't mind investing in the time or the money to give those to my hostesses. Everyone else, so again, I try to get them to my house or I go to their house. If they're out of state or out of the country or what have you, of course you're going to be mailing. So I hope that helps, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, girls. Bye.